Hello, everyone. You are welcome to this lecture series. This lecture series will present the contents on the topic calculus and statistics for pharmacy. And along the way, I will show you some YouTube channels on my playlist that will be helpful for this course. Okay, so the course will contain topics on functions, different types of functions, domain range of functions, composition of function, and inverse functions. Some of this material I have covered under General Mathematics, Maths 101. You can find this in my playlist. So I'll quickly show you where you can get this. If you go to YouTube on my channel, or you can just type my name, Joseph Hanson. This is my playlist. So under General Mathematics Maths 101, you would find some of the content on functions and differentiation and limits. And some of the topics you can also find under my playlist on Calculus 2, Maths 223, you would find some content on integration, and you would find some content on differential equations. All right. Of course, you don't need all of these for this course, but you'll find bits and pieces of the topics in some of these playlists. Okay. So make use of these. They'll be very helpful and useful for this course. Okay. So on the YouTube, you can find stuff on functions under General Mathematics. So we'll look at limits as well. We'll look at limit laws, limits at infinity, and then continuity at a point and continuity at an interval. Okay, and then we'll cover differentiation, derivatives. We'll look at differentiation formulas, finding the derivative of trig functions, chain rule, implicit differentiation, differentiation of log functions. Okay, and then we will cover applications of differentiation. We'll just look at a few. There are several applications of differentiation. We'll just look at rates of change and the maximum and the minimum values of a function, if you like, increasing and decreasing functions. We'll look at concavity and second derivative test, and then how you sketch a curve based on what we know about differentiation. Okay. And then integration itself. We'll look at a few things, how you interpret integration as the area under a curve. We'll look at the trapezoidal rule for approximating the integral, right, of a function. We'll look at indefinite integrals, substitution rule, integration by parts, and then integration of rational functions using partial fractions. So see, these are some of the techniques of integration that we'll look at. Again, you can find some of these under Calculus 2, Maths 223 in my playlist. Okay, so you can make use of that to help you cover topics under integration. And then we'll move on to differential equations. Really, this will be very important for the next topic on rates of change. So it's important to understand this, but we're only covering a few terms under differential equations. We'll just look at separable equations and then linear equations, where you would need to use what is called integrating factor to be able to find the solution to linear differential equations. First order linear differential equations. Again, you can find these topics under my playlist, differential equations, equations 1, Maths 350. Again, I go into more details here. So you just need just a few of them, a few topics, these two topics under this. Okay. And then after we do differential equations, we'll look at reaction rates, which you can think of as applications of differential equations. We'll look at the reaction order, the zero order reaction, first order, second order, third order, nth order reactions. All right. And we'll look at what all of these things are. Okay. We'll look at other things and reaction rates. Then we'll segue, we'll leave the calculus and move on to the probability statistics part. So we'll spend some time on classical probability, probability rules, empirical probability. We'll look at addition and multiplication rules of probability. Okay, some of these you've probably seen already in some of the topics you've covered, maybe under senior high school or secondary school. And then we'll move on to discrete probability distributions. We'll look at two main distributions here, the binomial distribution and the Poisson distribution. These are the two main ones that we'll look at. And then the mean and variance and expectation. And the discrete probability distribution, the expectation is really the same as the mean. But we'll look at how you compute these things. And then finally, some statistical tests, the scatter diagram regression analysis, logistic regression, product movement correlation coefficient, and then Spearman's rank correlation. Okay, so these are the topics that will be covered in this course on calculus for calculus and statistics for pharmacy. Okay, so that is what this is going to cover. In the subsequent lectures, I would cover some of these. I'll probably start with the probability bit, which I haven't done yet. So that's what you would see. Okay.